Do you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you too. Chat, can you all hear us? Because I'm not sure if I'm doing things properly. I'm kind of like, I'm a bit like Kimster in that regard, if you know what I mean. So yeah, okay.
No, nobody's that bad with OBS.
Okay, good. So, would you like to introduce yourself to the people watching?
Okay, I'm Cece. I'm a mod for Becky Boop. I was a mod over on Lolcow Queens before the big split.
Yeah. So you are in contact with Becky since a while, we could say, right? Like for a while.
Yeah, we chatted for about the last 6 months, and I've been running her Discord for the past two.
I mean, she has put a very good word on you, so I think
Oh, it's
that
nice to know.
yeah. I don't know what. Do you know anything about Becky lately? What has she? I saw that she had some. This is fucking. I mean, it's fucking bizarre, like the whole Becky Boop situation in general. But she had some problem with her
Yeah,
teeth or something like that, and that's why she's not
she
streaming.
did. Yeah, she had this big comeback planned and got everything set up. And she had a dentist appointment and they did an extraction and it's caused all issues with her gum and her jaw and she's in a bit of a mess with it.
Yeah, that
So
sounds.
everybody's it, having had dental pain myself, I completely understand it.
Yeah, that sounds fucking
It's
terrible, to be honest. Yeah, I have
yeah,
also had the curse of having a dental pain, and it's not the funnest time.
it's not because
Um,
it's not always just the day that you have the tooth out, it's the couple of days afterwards when it gets worse somehow.
yeah, so she was, if I remember correctly, so after the whole incident where she, okay, let's start by that. What's your opinion on the whole incident where she absolutely fucked herself over, despite like me warning her that this was a terrible idea, and she still went, and basically, I have the feeling that she kind of like betrayed her audience, and that's basically the story that Keemstar and Fist Behind the Camera sold to everyone watching their show. What are your thoughts on Becky's behavior back then?
Yeah, it was completely the wrong move. I think anybody who even had an inkling of what the plan was trying to tell her it was a bad idea because you could literally see that the whole thing was a setup to get her to lose the support of all her audience. And
Yeah,
it kind of did tell her that's what was going to happen, and that's kind of exactly what happened. But the thing that blew me out of the water is I didn't think it would happen as fast as it did. I thought it would be, you know, few weeks, maybe months before they ditched her, but not within 24 hours.
yeah. So I remember back then. We were in like talks of me hopping on a stream with her or something, doing something together, like a collab. And So that's why I found out about that, because she knew my, I would say feelings, but my opinions on PDF, Fist Behind the Camera and Keemstar. So when
Yep.
she, so when she told me that she basically she wrote me this long ass fucking text that I couldn't read because I was at a school excursion, a school trip, and
Yeah.
yeah, so she basically said something along the lines of, "I think you should know that I need to warn you because I know how you feel about Kim and Mike. That I am going to do this and that." And then I said to her, "That's a fucking terrible idea. You probably should not do that." And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my efforts of trying to like convince her not to do this obviously failed, and then she went ahead, and I honestly cannot believe she was that dumb, because anyone could see that this would happen.
Yeah. I think she was just completely blinded by it. It was the big vision of this big show that had been sold to her that they were going to do, and this was going to be all the build up to it. But it was pretty clear that it was just him setting up to fail.
Yeah, so for the people that may not know, so Becky was going to be part of this show, kind of like Frenemies, like this. I think that was an Ethan Klein show, where where basically like her and Keemstar were going to be together. Her and Keemstar was the dynamic, right?
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah.
And for that aspect, yeah, it probably would have worked because they'd have fired off each other really well. But even after the hiring, firing, and firing, but you were never hired shebang, he still seemed to be convinced that this was somehow going to go ahead. Like,
Yeah.
how deluded are you, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that probably it would have worked. I think the back then when like Wings was gone, the person that I thought would fit the most, or at least would be most successful, were replacing Wings would have been Becky, like Boogie, Kimser and Becky on the same show. That would be constant crashing out. So it would have been probably good content, but yeah.
It would have been comedy gold. It would have been golden if they did on that. But no, they decided to go the route of having that weird New Zealand dude Rastov on instead, who's got the personality of a house brick. And that didn't work out. And then obviously they decided to get who else was it next? Batgirl up, and then oh gosh, what's the guy's name? He's just been cancelled. Oh, CD-ROM.
Oh yeah.
Who again has got no personality, and they thought, oh yeah, we'll bring them up, and look how that turned out.
Well, yeah, he had some personality, right? I mean,
yeah, not the sort of personality that you want to have around kids, it would seem.
Yeah, that was
allegedly in Minecraft, insane. Literally.
That was actually insane, dude. Yeah, and then they also brought this other woman who I don't know why or what was the reason behind like bringing this bad girl there. I mean, to me she was literally a nobody. I did not even know that she existed.
Yeah, she'd been around a couple of the shows calling in, and obviously she has her how do we say it, corn material that has been made available, and maybe that's why she got the seat, but she was literally there as a seat warmer until they got somebody better.
Have you seen it?
And that better was CD. I saw the link, yes. And that was enough. I didn't want to click on it.
You didn't. So you didn't see. Just like.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw the link, and I thought, okay, I'm going to believe that link is what it says it is.
Okay, so I see you're not that curious, at least.
Well, to be honest, in the UK, we've got this stupid online Protection Act thing now that you have to verify to go on any sites like that. And I thought, I'm not giving my information to verify this. I'm just going to believe it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, that's another reason not to move to the UK, I guess. You cannot watch Korn. Yeah. So.
Not that I want to, but.
Yeah, I mean in general, for the rest of the people.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think after that, when she came back for a while and she made this video, we also talked about it. Like she was, we were having a conversation about if she should address this whole thing or say nothing, and I kind of said that she should say something. She wanted to go live, which I thought would be a terrible idea. And I told her that basically better would be like just make a video, short one, and so that Kimser wouldn't be able to like keep milking her, because back then Kimser was like milking the shit out of her. So she did that, and then I think she left, and then she came back with a completely different approach to the whole YouTube. So can you comment a little bit on that?
Completely different approach. Unfortunately, the different approach isn't quite what some of the audience were expecting, because they were expecting the absolute shit show that was the LCU to be carried on, but so people weren't watching as much or donating as much, so she's changing things back a little bit now.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, she was doing some sort of like, how do you call it in English? A divination? Like clairvoyance? I don't know what the word for that is.
Yeah, she does tarot card readings. She's very good at it. She just doesn't tend to listen to the cards when they're screaming at her, or me for that matter, that something that she's about to do isn't a good idea. And then she checks the cards. It's like, yeah, okay, I should have listened to them.
Yeah. So she went on and she did that for about like a couple of shows, right? Not so.
Yeah, she did. It attracts a different audience, and obviously she lost a lot of the fan base that being attracted from over there.
Yeah.
But you know that was always going to happen. That's always what happens when anybody leaves over there. The evil gnome king wants to build everybody up to be these fantastic entertainers, but only while you're with him. After that, he doesn't want you to be able to sustain a YouTube career on your own, and will do anything at all to try and break that for you. I mean, just look at the two previous Voldemorts that left the universe, how he destroyed those people online, and there were people who had an online presence already.
Yeah, I actually thought that there was a pattern there because I have heard rumors that he wanted to have something with Grace at some point, and then he got rejected, and that's why he was like always saying, no, I never wanted to hit on Grace. I don't find her attractive, or I don't know, which we all know that's bullshit. And then with Lynx, well, we all know what happened there. So, and at some point, because
Grace around, but he didn't want her father around, and they kind of come as a package, whatever that means to anybody. But you know, you can't say to somebody, "Oh, yeah, you're allowed to come to this event, but the person that you live with isn't." So, yeah. But have you noticed it's only ever the female that get Voldemorted?
That's true. That's true. Actually, that was something that. I mean, like for example, Twiggy. I think it's on the same level of other people, and he's still like got a million. I mean, dude, fucking Albert almost killing someone. He's still there. So I think that's a little bit more concerning than just fucking leaking that you're a gooner online.
Exactly. After what Wings did at Fat Camp, you would, you know, in front of thousands of viewers, you would have thought that maybe he would be the first guy to get Voldemorted, but no, they kept his name in the blooming intro song for 3 months until they actually changed it. And oh look, he's back in the studio again now. So.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Well, the same is with Mike, right? I mean, I don't think that like. Not going to Fat Camp or like leaking that you're a gooner or like this whole I mean, well, with Grace is a little bit different because she's kind of weird, like very much, but yeah, it's not on the same level as actually being a criminal like Mike and Albert. But yeah, Keemstar is just too, he just doesn't give a shit. I think
he's unbelievable. He's been getting away with stuff for so long, he just thinks he's going to get away with it forever. You know, the amount of things that have happened in that universe in the last 6 months that he's just swept for.
You know, it's like I always say,
DV. You know, it's unbelievable.
It's like I always say, if like a bigger channel would like put their eyes on Keemstar and the whole LOLcow universe, they would like pay the rent for them like for months, dude, because the amount of like insane shit, that cancelable shit that can come out of it. But since Keemstar is just like a fucking he's just like has been, like he said the other day, and everyone thinks that whatever happens in the LCU is like fake or unscripted. No one really pays attention to it, so I think that's like kind of like a loophole that he found, and that's why he's safe so far.
He just gets away with everything. Totally. Yeah. And people pay him a lot of money to stay in his orbit, which I find absolutely bizarre.
What do you think about the fandom of the Lolco universe? Do you think they're mentally disabled?
To put it lightly, I think a few of them do have a few mental challenges. And just trying to say it as PC as I can.
Yeah. And what do you think about the damn it, the BBN fandom? Do you think they're also mentally disabled? Because a lot of them come from the LCU, right? So
Yeah, a few of them probably, but you're going to get that in any community that is permanently online.
yeah.
You're going to get all the people who don't have full-time jobs who are going to be watching 24/7. So they're the people who are going to interact with any of the universes the most. But the difference between BBN, BBU, and over there is that we don't use the R word against people because we don't mock people on their mental abilities or lack thereof.
Yeah. Well, I cannot say that I am innocent and that I dropped the R word. Wait, are we talking about like the?
Yeah, the R word.
I get it.
Yeah. The one that's said over in the LCU, like people say hello. It's.
I see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, after that, Becky then apparently left for a few shows or for a few weeks. I don't know. She apparently gave up on this whole thing with the tarot cards and the readings and all of that, and she's now back at the drama or something. She texted me one day and she was implying something like that, like she's
Yeah, I think she's just trying out a few different things at the moment to see what people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Some things work, some things don't. So
what do you think she should do?
I mean, I like the drama, but I also know that the drama can get a bit much sometimes. So I think she just needs to do a mix on it and see what works. See what the viewers want to see. Because at the end of the day, you can put out the best show on earth, but if nobody wants to watch it,
Yeah. I think I don't really know what's her angle with all of this. I mean, I think like that move that she made with going back to the LCU when she was like, because she was being kind of successful when she first left the second time, well, and after that she just kind of like, I don't know, went on downhill, and I actually don't know if she will be able to recover from that. What do you think?
I hope she can. I mean, it just plot as I saw it. I mean, I call it the plot. I called it the evil Gnome King's evil plan. But it started just over a week before she went back over there.
Yeah.
He could see that she was doing well. He was thinking that she was going to go crawling on her hands and knees back there, and she didn't. So he had to try and, throw a spanner in the works to make it fail. And he tried to buy it out, which she's spoken about before. She declined his offer. So there was, I don't know if you saw a whole lot of what was going on, but there was a supposed script leak that came out in the middle of July from, it was aired on Aussie.
With Roxy?
It showed, on Noel Kawazi, Twiggy leaked this script that Mike had supposedly sent him.
Yeah.
Which I basically think was just an AI ran through, they run a YouTube video through an AI transcript and write a script for this episode. I think it was done after, because it only came out a month after that particular episode had aired.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, a lot of people believed it. Thought that, the whole BBU was this big LCU side plot. And of course it wasn't, but everybody started believing it. So, of course, when he decided he wanted us to go back over there, she'd already lost a lot of the sport that she had. So was probably feeling that there wasn't really much choice, and thought that it would build things up better for the BBU in the long run, but of course it didn't. And she fell flat on her face with it.
Yeah, she really did. I mean, she had like she had like 3 or 4 people at some point working for her in her channel, and then they all just fucking vanished, right?
Yeah, everybody vanished. And everybody said that, it was the most disgusting thing on earth ever that she was going back over there, and they wanted no part of it, have all gone slinking back over there.
I mean, it was just so dumb, dude. Like, for real. Like, I could not believe that this was actually something real that was really happening, Like, I don't know.
Yeah. You couldn't have written it.
No.
I sit back and look on the last couple of months and think, what the hell just happened? Could you write this as a script? Because you really couldn't. Because if you wrote this as a script and took it to Hollywood, they'd go, we're not doing that shit. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know.
She'll do this and then she'll do that. No one's going to ever believe that.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Like, $2,500 was definitely not worth the downfall of her. And I mean, I was kind of rooting for her because, she was making Keemstar angry so much that he was literally obsessed with her. He would talk about Becky the whole fucking time. And since since Wings came back and since she completely disappeared because she fucked up, he never talked about Becky again. So it's kind of like, yeah, she fucked up. She really fucked up.
This is the thing. Yeah, she never got full Voldemorted, as we call it. So people were still talking about her. People were still making money about her. And then she got semi-Voldemorted. And he stopped people talking about her. And you could see the views went down. Their income went down. And then it's like, okay, we need to get her back.
Yeah.
So they got her back for that couple of days. And then, of course, after that, they ate out on the disaster for, the next couple of weeks. But if you watch some of the LCU stuff, even their own fans started calling them out for talking about Becky so much.
Yeah. I remember. I remember back then everyone was saying that he was obsessed and that he wanted to fuck with Becky on his woods or something like that. I remember. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It's been an obsession for like the last decade. If you're aware, he's been trying to get at her for like the last 10 years, back from when she was a gaming channel.
Yeah, that's right. She told me once.
He was obsessed with her boobs.
The fuck. She told me that she was she had some beef with Keemstar like way before, and that Boogie defended her or something like that. Do you know anything about that, or why she got that beef with him or something?
The little bit I know about it was something to do with him calling her out for having her natural assets on display in a thumbnail. As in, her cleavage on display, and it was like boobs in a thumbnail. And then she did a response to it where she's wearing a sweatshirt, and I don't know the whole picture. Because up until about just over a year ago, I didn't even know who Keem was. And I really wish I could go back to that point where I didn't know who Keem was. But I can't. Yeah. And then I always find it quite hilarious that for the past nearly a year, he's been using Becky's boobs in his own thumbnails. He doesn't have a problem with that.
100% he has gone to fucking Becky's.
100%.
corn pictures.
Yes.
I am honestly wondering if she actually sent Keemstar something.
I don't know anything about that. Not that I've been told.
But what do you feel?
I don't know. I couldn't possibly say. It's not my place to say that, is it? But I think from what she hinted at on the live the other night that she did when she did the reading on him, Mike sent his how do you say without saying it? He sent his peen pics on the night of the DV allegation.
What?
Apparently she sent something. Yeah. It happened on a live episode of Queens.
Yeah.
Same night that it all went down with him and his wife. He was very drunk. He was on this show. And while they were live on air, Mike sent a picture of his peen to Becky.
Why?
I don't know. I suppose flirting with her, and she sort of like saw it, and he was trying to get pictures of her back. So she sent him a picture of her cat. You know, he wanted a pussy pic, so there's a cat.
like a real cat or like a
Her cat, yeah. I think it was a picture of Zoe. But apparently she sent it wasn't a pee picture, it was a, risque picture back to him. So the chances are that has probably been shared because they share everything around there.
Damn, dude, that's brutal. I'm not going to have nightmares tonight about Mike's Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think how Becky's future is going to be like, since you are like kind of involved in her community and all of that?
She's going to be able to build something back. Quite what that's going to look like moving forward, I don't know. I know she's got a lot of haters and detractors at the minute, but I'm hoping if she keeps doing what she's doing, she's going to build back a better audience. But who knows? Who knows in YouTube? You can be riding a high 1 minute and then you can be bottom of the gutter the next. So
yeah,
I hope she'll get at least back to where she was before, and take it from there, really.
Yeah. Well, I gotta thank you for again your help with the latest couple of videos. I don't know if you want me to say exactly what you helped on or not, but
yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah.
So yeah, she was the one that sent me the PDF the PDF file of the Albert incident, and she also found a clip that proving again that Keemstar knew already about the whole situation way before it all started to like pop off. So yeah,
absolutely. He knew by February this year at the latest, because that's the first time that it's actually brought up on an LCU show.
Yeah.
So all his denials about not knowing anything about it and that there's no proof of it. Well, you showed the proof on your show the other night. So
yeah.
Of course, that's all faked, I'm sure.
Yeah. So you want to like say your channel? I know that you also stream and think what you talk about and all of that.
Yeah, I do a bit of reaction. I like doing the reactions, but I haven't done a great deal on the LCU stuff yet, but that's what I'm going to be doing more of. And I'm also going to be doing gaming more often as well. I'm streaming The Sims 4 at the minute on a build that I'm doing, and also doing Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Cool. Do you fast forward when you play Sims?
Fast forward.
Yeah.
I do mainly create, do the build mode, live mode.
Yeah.
No, rather than live mode, because it's just so glitchy at the moment that the game crashes out if you try and do two things. And so until then, yeah, I'll just keep going with what I'm doing, and hoping for the best on what I'm building right now. But if anyone wants to subscribe, I'm at CC Plays. I can type it in the chat if that's okay. Also, I can't tag it because I'm not mod. Yeah, if you could drop my link, that would be amazing.
Yeah, give me a second.
I'm only a very small. I've just mistyped it myself. Where did my letters go? Remove.
So yeah, again, I want to thank you for the info you gave me on the whole Albert thing. That's a killer. Oh my god, I see already fucking how is her name? Foodie Beauty here. It's like Jesus, the thing from nightmares. So yeah, this is CC Channels, everyone. So if you want to know more about her, she is a very friendly person, for what I can say, and she has all the insight in things Becky Boop and LOL Cow Queens apparently, and she like I said before, she played a good part on the last video that I made about Albert and all of that. So yeah, thank you again for like coming in the show, and hope you have a good
anytime
time.
Any more questions, reach out. I'll try and answer what I can.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Okay, bye.